Hello. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Billy Joe. If you're a continuing subscriber, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to be doing a Twin Flame Soulmate update, energy update reading, okay? So to start off, I have two decks here. For the Divine Feminine energy, I'm going to be using the Arcanum Tarot. And for the Divine Masculine energy, I'm going to use the Wild Unknown Tarot. So I'm going to start off with the feminine. Also, you know, in situations, you have to take what messages apply to you. And oftentimes, sometimes, you know, because we do have both energies within ourselves. And sometimes we correlate more with the messages for the Divine Masculine. And then sometimes we correlate more with the energies of the Divine Feminine. So, it's whichever it works for you. So, let's look and see where the Divine Feminine is at this moment. Remember, energies do change, so. Okay. We have Justice. So, of course, Justice has to do with Libra energy. Doesn't have to be, but that's just the energy it is. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or maybe even Venus. But regardless, this has to do with karma and balancing the scales. You know, wanting that karma to come in and things that's been off balance. They want to even the scales and make things balanced. You know, they're tired of the imbalance that's been going on lately. The Eight of Wands. So, for some of you Divine Feminines, some of the Divine Feminines has been sending out messages towards the Divine Masculine in hopes to get this balance. And for others of you, you're wanting the Divine Masculine to send messages to you. There may already be some messages going back and forth between you. Because, and the thing I love about this is it lets me know it's not just one message. Because there's 8 wands there. I mean, they're just shooting all the arrows. And that's like me. I know with my Divine Masculine, I tend to send him tons and tons of text messages throughout the day. And all the time. So possibly some of you do that as well. You probably give a lot in this connection. It's not just messages and communication, but it's also passion and love that you send to your person. Love and light, and trying to pray health and happiness into their lives. You try to send them healing energy so they can heal any blockages. We have the Sun. So that, again, that goes with sending them joy and happiness. Sun has to do with the masculine energy. So those arrows are going towards the Sun. So again, that just goes out perfectly with what I was saying. You're sending not only positivity towards your masculine, but, I mean, it's towards the masculine and it is positivity. Okay? I'll pull one more card. We have the Ten of Pentacles. You have hopes and you know that this connection can lead to a further destination. You know it can find that abundance and that happiness. Bottom of the deck is the Chariot. So you're ready to move forward. You know, you don't want any more holds back. You know you've done your work, your chakras. You've been working on unblocking them. You've been working on any karma you've had. And you are ready for that new start. Okay? So let's take a look at the masculine energy. A lot of you send more love than your masculine sends to you. You're constantly doing your work. You know, a lot of you may... with the Justice card coming out, this let me know that you're ready for this balance. You're getting pretty fed up with it not being balanced. You know, you have the Chariot card. You're ready for that new beginning. Some of you are ready for, you know, him to, number one, some of you are ready for your person, your divine masculine, to accept and acknowledge who you are in their life. For others of you, you're ready for him to get off his ass and take that first step. And for even others of you, I'm hearing that you're ready for union. You know, whether in your eyes that's marriage, some type of living together, or commitment, some type of acknowledgement of a commitment and divine union together. For the masculine, let's see where he's at this moment. So we have the Nine of Wands. So he's almost there. You know, he's moving up towards that moon, which is the divine feminine energy. He's moving up. He's at the last stretch. You know, he's been doing a lot of work, whether it shows or not, and he's getting a little exhausted. And he has to remember, I've just got a few more steps. You know, when you're climbing all these stairs and you're almost there, you can see the top, you can see your destination, but you're getting exhausted. You're wore out. You're like breathing heavy. Your face is all red. You're pouring sweat. You don't know if you take one more step, but you see the destination right there in front of you. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is being self-sufficient. You know, where they want to get to be able to, be their divine feminine, be equal with her, is to make sure they're on equal footing and be financially stable. They want to be independent and make sure, you know, that way when you come together, you're not, again, with the unequal balance. They want to be equally measured and balanced with their feminine. With the Two of Cups, see the soulmate, high-level soulmate energy. Yeah, they want to be able to nourish that love, not take it for advantage. You know, they want to show appreciation and gratitude. You know, they want to be able to wine and dine their feminine. They want to be able to, you know, buy roses for her if they want to, send her gifts, you know, and you have to have that financial independence to be able to do that. And they're almost there. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords. The 10 is letting me know that they're at the end of this cycle. Just like I was saying, they're just about there. The 10s are an end. All this devastation and hardship and you know, misery, they're at the end of that cycle, that karmic debt. And then we have the Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Wishes coming true. So, let's pull. I have these new cards from Mystic Moon, Angela with Mystic Moon. And it's Dark Night of the Soul Tarot. Let's look and see what shadow work the feminine is working on right now. What shadow work is the feminine working on right now? 21, World, unfinished business. Yeah, you know, see, you're sending those messages. You know, you and your masculine have some unfinished business. You're not satisfied with the way things are right now. Number 17, Star, demons in disguise. You know, to me, that's just telling me, you know, because the star is wishes, and you're like, I think you're just getting the sense of maybe things aren't what they seem, and you have some doubts coming in. You know, the fact that he's almost at the end of the last leg of the race, and wanting to actually pull together and go forward and make these plans go into motion. He's at that stage where he's ready to actually, okay, I see where I want this to go. I've got plans. I'm at the last leg. But to you, because you waited so long, that you're like, I don't know. Are you sure? You're getting a little scared. Getting some cold feet. And then let's see. Then we have Villain of Sorrow, Smooth Talker. So yeah, the fears you have is that you think he's just giving you what you want to hear, basically. Let's look and see what's going on with the masculine. What shadow work the masculine is working on. I love these cards by Mystic Moon. They are amazing. What shadow work is the masculine working on? We have Three of Torment, Flesh Wound. So, yeah, he's still working with some butt hurts, you know, where he's had his ego hurt a little bit. Five of Torment, Quicksand. He doesn't know if he can finish this race. He feels like he's overwhelmed. And what happens if he gets hurt again? You know, what's going to happen if he gets hurt and he falls all out of sync again? You know, he doesn't know if he can handle all that. And then we have Five of Decay, Left Behind. So if he sinks, who's going to be there to help him? You know, he's going to be left behind. What if you abandon him? What if you betray him? What if the Divine Feminine, you know, rejects him after he's put in all this work? So he's looking at the last stretch, at the last climb of stairs. He went through all these flights of stairs. He's at the last one. He looks up. He sees his Divine Masculine at the top of the stairs, and he's so tired, and he's so exhausted, and he's remembering and thinking about all the times he's been hurt and rejected and left and abandoned in the past. And his ego is that crush, that trigger is coming up, and he's feeling it, and he's like, oh God, you know. And I'm just feeling this like hyperventilating type of energy where they're like, oh God, what if this happens again? I've done all this work. What if this happens again? I'm going to pull a couple cards from the Masculine Madness deck from Bridget Rowe, the Divine Essentials. Even though it says masculine, I'm going to use it for both decks. So we saw that the feminine knows that there's unfinished business. She doesn't know if she, you know, she's like, this seems a little too good to be true, that he's almost ready. You know, he's actually wanting to actually put in the work. But can I trust that? You know, and intuitive. Your eyes see into the depths of my soul. But what I'm hearing is you need to just follow your intuition. You know, don't listen to those triggers, to the logic thoughts, you know, that we have, especially if you're on a twin flame journey. Your journey isn't going to be like a regular journey. You know, it's going to have its mountains and obstacles to overcome. The masculine, we have betrayal. I'm sorry for turning my back the times you needed me most. And I think with the masculine, for some of you feminines, yes, they have betrayed you. They have hurt you in the past. But for the majority of you, I'm feeling that your masculine is, you know, afraid he's going to be betrayed. He's afraid he will be betrayed. Let me pull some cards from the Journey of Love Union deck by Bridget Rowe, Divine Essentials. We have number 26, Seduction. I wanted you the moment I saw you. There's a lot of sexual energy going on in this connection. For a lot of the feminines, I'm just getting that they feel this probably the Kundalini rising for a lot of you. Others of you, it's just this intense sexual energy. It's probably driving you crazy. And you wonder, does the masculine feel this too? Is the masculine sending this energy to you? Is it all in your head? For the divine masculine, we have the number 38, karma. What have I done? So he's still stuck in those thoughts of what's going on. What, you know, I'm still working on this karma. My God, I've been an ass. I'm so full of regret over the choices I've made in the past because of where I am today. If I hadn't made those choices, I probably could be with my divine feminine right now. And then the last card I have is, would you say yes? Number 35, security. Insecurity, I'm sorry. For a lot of you, the bottom of the deck is I love you. A lot of you, either the masculine or the feminine, because I was trying to pull that for both energies, one or the other of you is thinking about marriage. But you're really hesitant about asking your person, whether you're the divine masculine or the divine feminine energy. I'm just feeling that either way. Some of you feminines have thought about asking the masculine. Some masculines have thought about asking the feminine. And you're hesitant because you're like, you know, I don't know if they're going to say yes or not. So, what does the masculine, how does the masculine view his feminine? How does the masculine view his feminine? How does the masculine view his feminine? Number 16, which breaks to number 7, power. Full moon power. So he sees the feminine as being very powerful, beautiful, standing in her energy and her power. Then we have number 37, which breaks into number 10, which breaks into number 1, harvest moon fruition. So he sees her, you know, to me that's like empress energy. He sees her as a goddess, as an empress, you know, someone who can be abundant, someone, you know, who can, is creative, innovative, you know, a mother, someone that, for some of you, he wants you to be the mother of his children. How does divine feminine see the masculine? How does she view him? How does she view the masculine? We have the new moon beginnings. It's the number 2. Number 2 is a union number. So she sees the masculine as someone she's ready to make that commitment, that union with. So a lot of the divine feminines are the ones that's ready to take that leap and ask the masculine, will you marry me? And then we have the number 11, which again is a union number, but is the card called waxing gibbous fear. So yeah, they want to ask the masculine, but they know the masculine still has fears that he is trying to overcome. Bottom of the deck is masculine. Pull a couple cards, couple more cards. How the masculine views his feminine. We have she who hopes, Renee, love, hope, relationships. So he has love for her. He sees her as the hope of his for his future. We have she who remains, Manatali, powerful, devotion, true worth. So he sees that you've stuck there through thick and thin, that you've continued no matter what obstacles have went between you, whatever things have happened in the past. He sees that you're standing, you stand in your power, and you continue to send him love and light. And you have not faltered in this journey at all. Now for the divine feminine to the masculine, we have she who divines future, choice, judgment. So she sees the masculine as her future. She makes that choice. She recognizes that to move forward, it is a choice. And with the judgment, you know, it's just, you know, she's ready for that karma. She's ready for that balance. You know, she's ready for it to happen. And then we have she who listens, Hannah, understanding, witness, compassion. So she sees her masculine as someone who's actually starting to listen. And, you know, she's recognizing that. So I'm going to pull, let's see. Let me get some of these. I'm going to go ahead and pull some romance angels just to see for some feelings. Let's get some feels here. How does the masculine feel about his feminine? Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So he loves his feminine. He's ready to start making the effort. How does the feminine feel about her masculine? She has, it's safe for you to love. So she knows it's safe to love him. It says, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. You know, the feminines have been doing this. And, you know, sometimes it's like they've overcome those fears that have kept them to hold back in the past. But they recognize it's safe to love him. They recognize that, the way the universe works is to continue, you know, in those positive efforts, those positive affirmations. And that's what they're telling themselves. It's safe. It's safe. Trust your intuition. Let's pull one of these Lovers Oracle cards for how the masculine is feeling towards the feminine. You know, what kind of message does he want to say to his feminine? So I feel these are more of a message cards. What does the masculine want to say to his feminine? What does the masculine want to say to his feminine? So we have this beautiful card. The thing about this card, it's got the snake there. So again, that makes me think of Kundalini energy. And see how they're entwined with the snake. So a lot of y'all may, you know, we was talking about the sexual energy earlier. So this might be just confirming for some of you that's experiencing that yes, you and your masculine both are experiencing that. Back of the card says power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. So he recognizes, again, that you're very powerful, and he knows you've been waiting for him. But at the same time, he knows that, you know, you have the power. You can walk away if you want to. And he recognizes that. That's, you know, part of his fear. If he's, you know, instead of seeing it as something to appreciate, he's kind of fallen into the fear of that. You know, he recognizes how powerful you are. So what message does the divine feminine have for her masculine? So we have this beautiful card. I love this card because it looks like this, you know, this angel kind of sitting here, you know, I don't know if it's an angel or not, but it kind of looks like she's got a wing there. But there's all this light shining down on her like she's just standing in a ray of sunlight. I love that. And it says, a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. So the feminine wants her masculine to know that she loves him and that there's nothing but light and positivity in their union, in their combined energies. So let me get a Moonology card. With some final messages. Let's see. So we have mutable stone, mutable moon, and it came out in the reverse. So it says, nothing is yet set in stone. But when it came in reverse, and usually these cards aren't read in reverse, I don't think. But I'm being told by Spirit that I should read it in stone, read it in reverse, because it says nothing is yet set in stone. But what I'm hearing from Spirit is the reason why it came out in reverse is because the universe is making waves. They're making that way for your union to happen. The universe is stepping in. You're being divinely guided and divinely protected in this connection. And then we have waning moon. What do you need to release? So there's some of you that still have things that you need to release. Things that, fears and obstacles that you need to let go of. And then full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. So those of you just needed that little bit of extra message. That's the message. I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for watching this week's Twin Flame Soulmate message. Have a great week. Bye-bye.